Yo, what's up guys? This is Ryan and today I'm going to be talking about Position, my music video debut.
Despite all of the turbulence, tried to put me in a box, and though I ain't against services, I'm driven to be permanent.
I'm going to be talking about behind the scenes, production, all of that, thoughts behind it, everything will be in this video. I'm going to section it off by the process, how we got to this position, pre-production, production, post-production, and reflection and overall thoughts and moving forward. So if you're into like creating music videos, I think this was a video for you, and yeah, let's just get started. So this video might be a bit long, so I might include timestamps in the comments down below. No promises though. But yeah, let's just get started with this video. If you're not familiar with who I am, my name is Ryan. I make videos on content creation. Now I make music videos. I make vlogs. Yeah, just photography, videography. I'm all about that. So subscribe if you want to get some resources on this kind of stuff, because I do want to help you guys out. I want to document my process along as well, and hopefully make some cool visuals, because on Instagram I'm known as ryan.visuals. So definitely check me out there. And yeah, let's get started. So the process and how this video got started in the first place was how I got connected with Kyle and stuff. So I got connected with Kyle because he was doing a show at Northeastern. He was doing like this free show or whatever, and I messaged him on Instagram saying, hey man, could I go shoot your show? I like your music. I think it's dope. Can I shoot your show, right? Because at this venue, sometimes the people who throw events are like pretty stingy about people taking pictures and stuff. But if you're taking pictures for the artist, I guess that gives you a pass. So I did message him. It ended up being a non-issue because the club didn't even care. So shout out to Live Music Association, they're dope. But yeah, I shot some pictures and sent them to Kyle. He liked them, and I said, hey man, if you ever need like a photographer, a guy who does videos, let me know. I would love to work with you. I think your music's dope. And yeah, he's like, oh yeah man, can you send me any of your work? So I ended up sending him the New York photo meetup video. Go check that out if you haven't. It's dope. But he ended up really liking it, and he asked me to shoot a event recap video for him, and I did that. But which ended up being on like October 12th or something like that. But yeah, so I met him in like beginning of September, and then the the listening party was on October 12th. So there was a bit of a time span, and like maybe in a week or something, he messaged me. He's like, hey, do you want to shoot a music video? And I was like, sure. And so he sent me the music for Position. It's a bit old, and he sent me like a script or shot list kind of thing. And yeah, so this is where pre-production comes in. So for pre-production, I listened to the music a bunch of times and kind of have like a vision in my mind about how I want the music video to go. And at this point, I haven't even really talked face to face with Kyle yet. So and we haven't really messaged about this, so I wasn't sure about how much collaboration there is, how much creative freedom I have. So I just did it anyways, because the script he gave me wasn't very comprehensive, or as comprehensive as I'd like it to be. So I did make a shot list. If you watch my older videos in the past, you know I like to write notes and stuff. So I did write like kind of like a vision about how I wanted the video to go. Let's see if it focuses. Yeah, I'm not very good at drawing, so I wrote most of it down. I did some like sketches over here. Not sure if you can see. Focus. But yeah, I had a shot list, and going into it made it a lot easier. And yeah, I was just like listening to music, envisioning what I had for like certain beats, because I'm really particular about sound, and I had some ideas about like effects I want to try out and stuff, where it fit in the music. So that's my pre-production process. And moving on to production, Kyle chose a location. So we got there, and it's kind of cramped. So some of the shots that he had in his script didn't work out, and some of the shots that I had envisioned didn't work out, but I think in the end it did work out. So just to get it out of the way, I'm going to talk about the technical aspects first. I shot his performances in 1080p, 30 FPS, and I was using f1.8 for almost all my shots, which ended up being a mistake, I think, because it didn't show in the video, but some of the shots were out of focus, because shooting wide open is just really makes it really easy to go out of focus. So just a lesson for me next time to shoot at maybe f2, 2.2 or something like that. But yeah, the location was alright. I mean, it wasn't totally what I had envisioned, but I think it worked out. It had a wooden chair and kind of like unfinished basement kind of thing. So I did bring my M9 light just in case, and we did use it for like 1 or 2 shots, but luckily his homie had like a light already there, and we also used natural light. It was a sunny day, so luckily for that, because the 80D is a bad low light performer. And for the B-roll, I shot it of him like dancing and vibing out and stuff. I shot it in 60 FPS, and yeah, I used this flat camera profile that I built on the Canon 80D because there's no C-Log or anything. I think this was like one of my first times shooting whole video in this camera profiles, because I wanted to see if I could get like more dynamic range in coloring post-processing, and not that much, to be honest, so it wasn't super helpful. So yeah, maybe moving forward I won't shoot in this camera profile. I'm not totally sure yet, but I wouldn't like say this is the best camera profile for the 80D and you need to use it. Yeah, so yeah, like I said, I wasn't sure about how the collaborative process would work between me and Kyle. So during production, I gave him some of my ideas for shots I had, and luckily he was like pretty open to my ideas. He seemed to like my ideas. So we did some of that, and like for example, like I had an idea for a shot, like unifying communities, and he says a different line, and I had an idea that he would sit, look at one camera there, and then pretend the camera was there, and then he'd say one line here, one line there, and then he would like switch back and forth. I'll include the clip right now, but yeah, we did end up doing that. For that shot, I had a tripod on the ground, and the camera was facing up, and then he was just like performing as he would, but it wasn't a two-camera setup. It was one camera, then he performed like this, then there's no camera that way, there's a camera here, there's no camera there, and he did 2 takes here, and then he did 2 takes where the camera was there. So just cut it up and make it look natural. So I think it worked out, and the rest of the shots we got were so the performance shots, he wanted like some medium shots of him on the chair performing, he wanted some close-up shots of him performing, and standing up he wanted some shots of him like the same thing, medium and close-up, and he wanted some like B-roll of him vibing out. And yeah, for the camera movement, I was like experimenting with it because it's my first music video, so I didn't know how to move it too much. I tried to like incorporate it to make it more dynamic because the location isn't very interesting, so I had to make the video interesting in other ways. So I would like go in, go out the other way, go in, go out the other way. I would like use some POV kind of shots, rotate in, and then like rotate around him kind of thing. Yeah, I just try to keep it dynamic, and I think in total we shot maybe 9 performances. We did 2 performances on a tripod, which I ended up not using at all because they're very boring shots, to be honest. And for the whole video, I was using like moving kind of shots with the gimbal, so it made no sense to include those shots in my opinion. So yeah, I was using the crane too, by the way. That's part of the technical aspect that I didn't go over, but I was using following mode or POV mode when I did those rotating kind of shots. Yeah, I think that's all for production. Yeah, it went well. I think we were on location for almost like 2-3 hours ish. Shot B-roll at the location. Kyle was easy to work with. Like I said, the collaborative process was there, so it made it enjoyable. And yeah, so we can move on to post-processing now. So post-processing, I'm not gonna do a effects breakdown. I will go over like certain effects and what I learned, and yeah, so let's just hop onto the computer. Now that we're hopped into the computer, I can go over it a little bit. So the whole editing process probably took me, I'm throwing out a number here, totally random, not totally random, but I don't know for sure. I'd say 7 or more hours. Yeah. Like I had an idea of what I wanted for certain scenes, but a lot of scenes were up in the air as well. So my process with the post-processing, I had the idea of the beginning where I wanted the B-roll of the establishing kind of shots, black and white. Then Kyle sits down and he starts performing, but I didn't know what kind of performance shots. And I also knew that I wanted this kind of shot right here, the moving to one camera then one camera kind of shot. So those were pre-planned, but everything else wasn't really planned. Like I said, the location wasn't super interesting and I kept the camera moving a lot, so I wanted to switch up the scenes a lot. I tried not to have a clip for longer than, I think, like 5 seconds or something. I didn't, it wasn't a conscious thought I had, but it just felt right. Yeah. So one of the effects I tried out was like this 3D tracking text. That was pretty cool. Maybe a little unprofessional. I don't think I'll use it again. Maybe not. It looked pretty cool. That glitch effect at the beginning, it's a Motion Bro preset. The handy seamless transitions. I bought it, so might as well use it. What else? Oh yeah, in this project I learned a lot about, I used HSL secondary a lot, because like this pole right here, it was super saturated and I felt like distracted from the subject. So on one layer I would use the eyedropper tool, use this, then go down and desaturate it, and then on another adjustment layer I'd make another adjustment layer and then use the eyedropper tool and use the skin and then like correct it a little bit. I did use a lot. It's called Orisys M31 Log. It's kind of like a blue orangey kind of look. Makes it kind of like cinematic. I got it for free online. I'm sure you can search for it. I think this box was pretty cool too. It's actually a little complicated because when you draw onto the layer, you have to make it on another like null object or something. Some nerd shit. You probably don't care. If you do care, I can do an effects breakdown for that video. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, nothing else. So the post-production process, I made a draft, I sent it to Kyle, he told me what he liked, what he didn't like, and I sent it to him again, and I think I sent him in total like maybe 2 or 3 drafts. It was pretty easy, he liked most of it. I got a lot of creative freedom within post-production, he liked the effects I did, so yeah, it was fun to make. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for post-production. So that's it for all the production kind of stuff. If I missed something or you want to find something out, let me know in the comments or message me. I'll be happy to talk about it. So like I said, this was my first music video, so let me know what you think in the comments down below. I know it's not the greatest, but I thought it was alright. I thought we made it work. I do want to work on future music videos. I do have one more with Kyle coming up soon. I haven't edited it, but it will be coming out soon. And yeah, it was a lot of fun to make. The point I want to emphasize, I did say it earlier, but the whole process for this 3-minute video took around like maybe, I'd say like more than 10 hours. Like it listening to music over and over again and writing stuff down for pre-production, production, like being on location for 2 hours, like commute, and post-production editing. Like, I have an issue with editing where I play back the scene over and over again because I'm like really particular about sounds and stuff. It's a problem because I know the first time when I watch it and I okay it, it's okay. Like, I probably won't make a change. So there's no reason for me to start from the beginning when I play it back, but I just do it. So it is a problem. I do have to work on that, but yeah, it took 10 or more hours for this 3-minute video. So a lot of work does go into these kind of videos, and yeah, I hope you guys didn't understand that. I do want to make more music. Like I said, I do want to make more music videos in the future. So if for some reason you're a music artist watching this video, I feel like most of the people watching are video creators, but if you are a music artist, definitely hit me up. I think one of the things that made this project really fun to make and work out really well was because me and Kyle were like, I liked his music and I believed in like the vision. He wanted like some kind of like underground kind of look to it, and yeah, I thought it worked out. I thought it was pretty cool. And like I said, there was a lot of creative collaboration. I gave him my input on what kind of shots I wanted because I thought his script wasn't very comprehensive or not comprehensive enough for me, and he said okay, and got a lot of creative freedom in post-production with effects and stuff, and he liked them, so worked out in the end. And yeah, a lot of fun. Let me know what you think about that video. If there's anything else I'm missing that you want to know about this video, let me know in the comments down below, or message me. I'll be happy to talk about it. First music video, I'm happy. Yeah, that's it.
Cause it's a chicklet, I done made the decision. I will blow up at my city, make top 10 before I hit 20. Don't place me in this rap genre, you can't categorize me. I'm making music for the people, straight maximizing my reach. Or passing the beat, or skin color, I'm for the brothers, but also